South local government of Ebonyi State. I started my early education at College of Education, Demonstration School in Owerri. Also, I'm popularly known as Shekan Primary School, Owerri. After my primary education, I obtained my SSCE at Holy Ghost Secondary Technical, Umuahia, Abia State, and thereafter proceeded to the University of Calabar, Cross River State, where I obtained my LLB in law. After my LLB, I proceeded to the Nigerian Law School, Lagos campus, where I also obtained my BL in law and was thereafter called to the Nigerian bar. After my call to bar, I did my compulsory NYSC service at Benue State. And after my youth service, I started my early practice at the law firm of Carlo G. Agabi and Associate, and also at the law firm of Mba Ukweni and Associate. In the year 2007, I relocated to Abuja and opened my own law firm, where I practiced until my appointment as a senior special assistant to the governor in the year 2015 and a member of the Ebonyi State Executive Council. In the year 2019, I was appointed a commissioner, which position I so hold to this very day. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, most distinguished senators.
Senator
Muhammad Buhari administration has been making in trying to tackle the issue of insurgency in the Northeast. And no doubt it has affected the agro-allied industry so much because people are now scared to go to farm for fear of being kidnapped or being killed. It's unfortunate that also the banditry has extended to the northwest of this part of this country and some other regions. But I would like to say that with the effort being put in place by the present administration, the issue of insecurity, by His grace, will soon be over. And the youths will be fully engaged once again in the area of agriculture. I, as a youth, I always believe in self-employment. Even when I was a practicing lawyer, I did my best to engage myself in the area of ICT. That was why you could see my CV. I made mention of being an ICT expert and also developed myself in the area of ICT law. I and my friends piloted a company that started programming for universities and also for writing programs for banks. And it was a money-spinning company for us because we made a lot of achievement, financial achievement from it. I will encourage the youths to begin not to just look at the government employment as a source of earning, but to begin to look at opportunities that this fertile ground Nigeria affords us. Because foreigners coming to the country, they try to invest because they know that Nigeria is a fertile ground. And we have the opportunity as citizens of this country to take advantage of what we have on ground. There are several areas that have not been touched in terms of investment opportunity. The youth can tap into it. I also want to say that engagement of the youth in the area of direct labor, like we did in our state, will also be helpful. If they will try to create opportunity where the youth will be involved in direct labor to be able to have something doing that will take them away. Because there's a saying that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So if we can give them an affordable opportunity to be engaged in doing some of these things that foreigners come as expertise to do. And that's why we commend Mr. President and the Senate for the local content law, which encourages the use of Nigerian company and Nigerian experts where the opportunity is affordable for them to be used instead of foreigners. So I also want to appeal. I also want to engage the youth in the area of reorientation, because some of this problem we have is as a result of the get rich quick syndrome that has made our youth to be engaged in one form of social vice or the other, like rituals, 419, and the rest of the evil and unhealthy behaviors that are prevalent among our youth. So we owe it as a duty to, through the National Orientation Agency, to try to reorientate the minds of our youth, to see the need that this life is a life that you progress stage by stage. And whatever is your heart desire, you'll be able to accomplish it if you follow the right step and do the right thing. Thank you, Mr. President. On the area of ASUU strike, sir, that Senator Adeola, most respectfully, sir, you inquired about what I would do about ASUU strike. My answer would be that there will be need for compromise. For a very long time, ASUU have been sticking to their guns that all the agreements as had earlier been agreed upon must be implemented. And we know that from the same source, the same national purse, there are several contending interests seeking attention from the national purse. My advice would be that government and ASUU will have to come to a compromise. And through this, we'll be able to solve this issue of ASUU strike once and for all. And I want to also appeal. Yes, I know the importance of budgetary provision. So I want to appeal to the Senate that when the budget is being made for the coming year, that there will be adequate provision for education sector so that some of these needs that the ASUU members are asking for, ASUU union, will be able to be met. Most especially, sir, most especially Senator Abiodun did ask about the youth problem. I think it's the same thing we talked about, the need to reorientate the youths. Some of them who have problem with understanding the core values of which we are brought up. Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Then, on the aspect of the question, with respect to the question from Senator Francis Anyanwu, with regards to if I am made the Attorney General of the Federation, my take would be that I will follow the law to the letter. I will ensure that thank you, sir.
Please go ahead and answer the question, but be as precise and concise as possible.
Thank you, Mr. President. Then, with regards to the question from most distinguished Senator Gershom on what I can do within the last this available 1 year left, I will say that I will consolidate on wherever I'm posted to continue to see to the implementation of whatever programs and policies the past minister was implementing, and also to see how we can review areas that we may see challenges and consolidate on it to make sure that we get the optimal result. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, most distinguished senators.
Well, thank you very much. We are going to the next round of questions. Is to help the cause of the youth when you eventually take office. And that is to stay focused, perform as much as you can to justify your appointment, and that will give more encouragement for more youth to have place and spaces in governance. So I believe that this is like giving you an ambassadorship for the youth in the administration. And I said this to the first nominee who came in, that 1 year or 11 months or 10 months may look like short, but it's long enough for you to make your mark. Approach it very positively, that you are there to make your mark. And like the Deputy President of the Senate said before, who knows when the next APC administration will come in 2023, that you could be one of those that will proceed to be the founding ministers of the administration. And of course, we are very generous. We can pick from NNPP, we can pick from PDP, we can pick from ABGA, and even Labour Party. So I want to urge you to remain focused. This transition is not short. is long enough for you to actualize your dreams of being given an opportunity as a youth to participate in governance. Thank you very much. You can take a bow.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, distinguished senators.